Hi everybody, welcome back to Framingham High School. I'm Mr. Convery and I am the Vice Principal of the class of 2021. We thought it would be important to share some guidelines and protocols before students end up back in the building. As you can imagine, there's going to be lots of changes, and so we're just going to ask you to pay attention to this video. We're going to be sharing lots of information, going to try to have a little fun with it. And if you're not careful, you just might learn something. All of these rules and procedures that we're sharing with you today, they're all designed for the health and safety of everybody in the building. So it's very important that you follow along the guidelines because they've been designed for you and I to stay safe. Mask protocols. It's pretty simple. Leave your mask on at all times, except when you're eating lunch in our designated areas. That also means when you're talking to a friend, leave your mask on. When you're speaking to a teacher, leave your mask on. If you have to cough or sneeze, leave your mask on. Other than eating, no real reason to take that mask off until you're outside the building, off the bus, or in your car. There will also be mask breaks that will happen throughout the day that your teachers will let you know when that's going to happen. So just follow the rules and we'll all stay safe. There are proper ways to wear your mask, and then there are ways that just won't do. The only entrances to the building in the morning will be along the front of the school facing the athletic fields, the softball and baseball and soccer fields. The hallway entrances at the end of C Hall, opening to the Memorial Garden at the end of A Hall, and the front entrance will be the only doors available to come into the building in the morning. You'll also notice that the hallways are all taped off with two-way traffic, arrows indicating which direction you can walk. We're asking that students maintain a 6-foot distancing as they travel from class to class. It's very important that you simply stay in your lane. Please keep in mind that hallway movement will be at a minimum. Students leaving the classroom will be at a minimum as well. Anytime a student leaves a classroom, we're asking each student to sanitize the desk that they're sitting at. Those sanitizing materials will be available for every student in the classroom. But we're going to need the help of everybody to make sure that the building is sanitized and it's safe for the next student entering that space. Same process of sanitizing desks from the classroom will be utilized in the lunchroom when you're done eating, or in the back gym when you're done with your study or classroom space. You'll sanitize that area so it's clean for the next individual. Entering and exiting from the cafeteria for lunch is also a new experience for FHS students. The two hallways closest to the front of the building will be the entrances to the cafeteria, and the two hallways closest to F Hall will be used to exit the cafeteria. There will be plenty of staff and signage available to direct you. So don't stress about it, but just be aware that we have new traffic patterns not only in the hallways, but for coming and going from lunch. Bathrooms will have capacities either 3 or 2 students at a time, depending on how large that bathroom space is. You'll be able to see signage on the floors indicating where you need to wait and the distance you need to wait in order for your turn in the bathroom. So one of the many changes that we've put into place for the safety of students and staff is our bathroom protocols. Any student entering and exiting a bathroom will need to use a QR code found on the wall outside of that bathroom. Students will scan in with their phone, and if they don't have their phone, a staff member will be present at each bathroom to assist them with that. They'll fill out that form giving their name and the time that they're entering, name and time that they're exiting. All of this is going to assist us dramatically if the need arises for contact tracing. That same process of a QR code will be used in the cafeteria and in our large classroom space now in our back gym. Once again, students will QR code in either with a phone or they can use a URL found on the Framingham High School homepage and on the desk. Again, this is all to help us in the need of contact tracing. So it's very important that every area that you enter that has a QR code, you use it appropriately. All water fountains in the building have been shut off. There are water filling stations that will still be available, but if you're going to get a drink from the bubbler, it's not going to happen. Another new system put into place for the safety of students and staff is known as MedBot. This is an app that you'll be able to put on your phone or your computer, and we're asking that all students and staff fill this out prior to entering the building every morning. By answering the questions on MedBot, the system will instruct you as to whether it is safe for you to enter the building with a green screen or asking you to please stay home indicated by a red screen. It's very important that everybody fill this out daily. Please get into that habit. In the event that a large number of our staff are out and we aren't able to fill those spaces with substitute teachers, students will be reporting to the back gym as a large classroom space. They'll be using their computers to log in remotely to their classes, and there'll be staff there to assist with any needs that somebody might have. Please note that the library is going to be closed to all students. Also, there'll be no social congregation. So no hanging out in the hallways and chatting, no hanging out in the cafeteria and chatting, or really anywhere. Unfortunately, because of the need for social distancing and managing the building, we just can't allow it. Of course we can have fun. Fun happens when the learning starts.